Retrieval-based and generative-based are the two main categories of chatbots, and they have different capabilities. Retrieval-based models are rule-based. They can only reply with pre-written responses, and even though they're limited, you can still do an enormous amount of work within these parameters. Generative-based chatbots are rooted in AI. Closed domain here means that they can only talk about certain issues, or they've only been given a limited training data set, like the Deep Drumpf bot. Now this top set on the top right, this is open domain, and these are the hardest to create. When a chatbot is open and incorporating new data into its processes constantly, that means it's evolving constantly. Now, a good example of a general AI chatbot would be Jarvis from the Iron Man movies, or Samantha, the chatbot from the Spike Jonze movie Her, or Siri or Amazon's Alexa. These are chatbots with a very high ceiling and limitless potential because they are constantly evolving. Unless we have specialized knowledge and the resources to build generative-based AI model chatbots, we shouldn't even try. It's much easier to build retrieval-based chatbots. Less can go wrong. With general AI chatbots, all things can go haywire very, very quickly. For example, the most vivid illustration of things going wrong is probably the most public chatbot debacle of the last few years, which was the sad, telling episode of Microsoft Tay. Tay was created in 2016 and launched on Twitter as an example of cutting-edge AI chatbot technology. Microsoft programmed this chatbot with the ability to talk about anything, and like all artificial intelligence, it would learn from the interactions it had online, and theoretically it would get smarter and more empathetic as humanity embraced it. It would reflect humanity. Now the problem is, reflecting the soul of the internet is going to lead down some dark paths. Humanity didn't embrace Tay. Left to its own devices, humanity hacked Tay in less than a day. And within 24 hours of launch, Microsoft had to take Tay down because this bot had transformed into a public relations nightmare and has started tweeting absolutely horrifying things like this. Now, these are 3 sample tweets, but there are 96,000 more. And in 24 hours, this bot went from earnest and innocent to full-on Nazi. And it did that because that's what people fed it on Twitter. So the thing that we can learn from this episode is, if you make an AI chatbot that lives online, it's going to quickly reflect the character of the internet, the character of the people who interact with it. And that is probably not a good thing. The example of Tay demonstrates that if we're creating chatbots or producing anything designed to live online that will interact with people, we need to be acutely aware that the internet is inherently a volatile, unpredictable space filled with rogue elements.